Feeling tired all the time? Then this video is for you. Welcome back to Men Matters, the channel for men in the Gulf who want to improve their money, career, health, mindset, and their whole life. I'm Eli. If this is your first time here, every week we talk about the real things men deal with in the GCC, the things people don't always say out loud. Today, we're talking about why so many men feel tired all the time, even when they look like they're doing really well. So, let's get straight into it. Most men in the Gulf are just functioning. They show up, they work, they handle their responsibilities, they get things done. But if you ask them how they really feel, the answer is usually the same. Tired, stressed, restless, never fully recovered. This is not a problem with ambition or motivation. It's a man running on a treadmill without a destination. And today, we're going to talk about the why. Here's what makes life in the Gulf a little bit different. The environment here takes a lot out of you. First, there's the heat. Even simple things like walking to your car or moving between meetings can drain your energy. Then, there's the lifestyle. Late nights are just normal here. Business dinners, family gatherings, social events. And the city doesn't really slow down until really late. And then, of course, there's work. In this region, being busy is almost seen as a sign of success. If your schedule is full, people think you're doing really, really well. But many men are carrying more pressure than people even realize. If you're an expat, you may be working for your visa, your family, your lifestyle, your future. And if you're local, you may be carrying family expectations, business pressure, and the need to shine and keep building. Either way, the pressure doesn't stop when you close your laptop. It follows you home, it follows you to dinner, it follows you to bed, and the next morning, it starts all over again. So, what happens? You become functional, but tired. You meet your targets, you answer the messages, you keep going, but inside, your energy is slowly running lower and lower. And after a while, you get so used to being tired that you just stop noticing it. Now, what does running on an empty actually looks like? Let's talk about the signs. Because most men don't notice the signs until things get really serious. The first sign is the 3 p.m. or afternoon crash. In the morning, you feel sharp. You can think clearly, you get things done. But after lunch, something changes. You feel slower, small decisions feel harder. You read the same email again and again. You lose focus in meetings. You're not being lazy. It's just your body telling you that your energy is running low. The second sign is being tired but unable to switch off. You finish a long day after feeling exhausted, but when you get into bed, your mind keeps going. You think about tomorrow's meetings, you replay some conversations, you remember something you forgot to do or something that you've done. Your body is tired, but your brain is still working. That's stress that never switched off. And the third sign is getting irritated easily. You're not an angry person, but you become shorter with people. You lose patience faster, small things bother you more than they should. This often shows up at home after a long day. And if that's happening, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that you should notice that your energy is too low. The fourth sign is that rest doesn't feel like rest anymore. You take a day off, sometimes a week off, but you still feel tired. You sleep for 8 hours, but you wake up feeling heavy. That means your body has been running at a deficit for a very long time. One day off is no longer enough to fix it. So why do men ignore this? Because many men feel like admitting they're tired is weakness. And in this region, men are often expected to be strong, calm, and productive at the same time. So saying I'm exhausted and I need to change something can feel uncomfortable. It can feel soft. So instead, they push through. They drink more coffee. They work longer. They tell themselves, deal with it later. This is just a busy season. But the problem is, later keeps moving. And while you wait for later, the cost keeps growing. Your decisions get worse. Your patience gets worse. Your creativity drops. Your thinking becomes slower, and that matters Because your career, your business, and your family all depend on the quality of your thinking. Many people only notice the problem when it becomes burnout. But burnout is not where the problem starts. Burnout is the final result. The real problem starts months earlier, when your body was giving you warning signs and you kept ignoring them. So, what is actually draining you? It's not just work. There are three big energy drains that many men don't notice. The first one is too many decisions. Every day you make hundreds of small decisions. What to eat, what to wear, which route to take, which message to answer first, which task to handle now, and which one to delay. Each decision may look small, but they all take energy. And by the end of the day, your brain is tired. The problem is that many men make their biggest decisions when their energy is already low. That's when mistakes happen. The second drain is switching between roles. At work, you may be a manager, founder, employee, or a business owner. At home, you're the husband, the father, son, brother, or even a friend. Each role needs a different version of you. And when you move from one role to another without any break, your brain has to adjust very quickly. And that also takes energy. Most men don't count this as work. Actually, it is. The third drain is stress that has nowhere to go. Stress doesn't disappear just because you ignore it. If you don't release it, talk about it, move your body or process it, it stays in your system, and over time, it becomes background noise. You may not notice it every minute, but it is always there, taking energy from you. For many men, this is the hidden drain. They don't talk about what's weighing on them, they just carry it, and carrying it every day becomes exhausting. So, what can you actually do? I'm not going to give you a complicated 30-step plan. Here are 3 simple things that can make a real difference. First, protect your morning. Your best thinking usually happens early in the day, so don't waste your first clear hours on emails, WhatsApp, or other people's problems. Use your morning for the work that actually matters. The work that needs your best mind should come first. Second, create a small gap between work and home. Even 10 minutes can help. Sit in silence before you go inside, take a short walk, drive without music, breathe for a few minutes. Do something that tells your body, work is finished. Now I'm entering a different part of my life. It may sound small, but it can change how you show up at home. Third, treat recovery as part of performance. Rest is not a reward. Sleep is not something you earn after doing everything else. Recovery is fuel. If you want to perform well for a long time, you need to recover properly. The men who understand this last longer. The men who ignore it usually learn the hard way. If this video made you think about your own energy, then subscribe to Men Matters. Every week, we talk about the things that actually matter for men in the Gulf: money, career, health, mindset, and general life stuff. And if you're not on the newsletter yet, join us there too. 1 email every Thursday. No noise, just useful ideas. The link is in the description. I'll see you in the next one.